up?
What's up? So day one of the vlog. We are out here in California. We landed about an hour ago. We're in the Cayenne right now. We're headed to Anaheim at John Benton Performance. Gonna go down there and do a podcast with him. Spend some time with him and his son. Have them both on the podcast, do a shop tour. If you guys have listened to the episode on the podcast, I want to say it's like episode 3 maybe.
Yeah.
That we talk about John Benton and our Builder series. We will revisit that eventually. You know, we got very busy, obviously. This has taken off quite a bit, so bear with us with that. But we will revisit that. You know, it's nice that we're going to go meet with a lot of these builders now that we've kind of talked about when we first started out. I've met John at a couple events before even P-Car Talk was in existence. So it's kind of neat that I'm going to meet with him now on a more of an official level with, you know, interviewing him and having all that stuff. So it should be interesting. It should be fun. We're headed to get some food right now. Guess where we're going?
In-N-Out.
Shocker. Got to go to In-N-Out when you're out here. We've been to California many times, but we always still go to In-N-Out. It's one of those things. It's like, got to have it, you know, because you don't get it here in Florida. I say here in Florida. We're in California now. But yeah, when we live in Florida, we don't get, you know, In-N-Out. And I know there's a lot of haters saying that, you know, In-N-Out's overrated and they like Five Guys better. None of this is paid plug. We just like going there. No one's paying us to do anything. We like In-N-Out. I think it's probably because we don't get it in Tampa. But we're gonna go hit that up, and we'll do a little shop tour. Cut back in here in a little bit. Aaron will do what his magic that he does behind the scenes, where he cuts things in. The infamous In-N-Out burger. In-N-Out burger.
I'm so excited right now.
In-N-Out.
So hungry.
We are starving. We have not ate. It's been hours. Like, what is it? 8 hours since we probably ate anything.
In-N-Out.
What?
Yeah.
I'm starving.
So
Time to get a stomach ache.
Just like this.
I want daily something like this. Like,
You
just
can
like
just get you one. I don't know what your
green machine.
looks good. It looks like you just go ripped around in it.
Yeah, not worry about anything.
No, not at all.
So we're at Benton's right now. He's meeting with somebody, so we're kind of just doing our own little tour for a minute.
It's a mini tour. Here's our steed for the week. This one is the one I like so far.
You wouldn't know how to handle a car like that.
I probably wouldn't. I might not.
All right, just finished over at John Benton's. Got these sweet hats. We did a little hat trading. We gave them our hats. Ran about an hour there. That was fun. Talked about everything from, you know, the stuff they build there, how long John's been in the game. It was a really, really great organic conversation. Now we're gonna go sit in some traffic to make our way from Anaheim to Venice. That ought to be fun. Gotta go hour and 15 minutes, it says.
Keeps getting longer every time we look.
Yeah. Actually not too bad yet, but I know traffic's building. It's 5 p.m. at 5:30 here now. But yeah, we could have hung out there all night, but we haven't even checked into our Airbnb yet, and I think we're supposed to have some dinners with some friends down here. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. And but you know, this is day one of the vlog right now. It was a really good day. You know, we'll vlog a little bit more. I think we'll you know, check out our spot. We'll do a little bit of videotaping while we're there, and you know, maybe where we end up for dinner. But that was Porsche's stuff for today. You know, we got in, flew over, hung out with John and Ian from Benton Performance. It was awesome. They're great guys.
Yeah, it was a really, really good, cool shop.
Yeah,
say.
and they have a super family atmosphere, and you know, they're our kind of people, man. They're grassroots. They're about racing. They're about, you know, what Porsche is supposed to be about. You know, not just like trying to collect everything in the world and just hang on to it and hide it. And you know, not saying that that's a problem. You can do that if you want to do that, but you know, we're just not those kind of people, and I don't think we'll ever be those kind of people. We don't have any hate against people like that, but John and his son, you know, we're all kind of like, we're drivers, and you know, we like to enjoy it and go out there and beat them up and have all that kind of fun. So it was nice to have a good conversation with a group of guys like that, right?
Yeah, it was really chill. It was really cool seeing the father-son go back and forth and just remembering the stories and everything else that happened for the races and the Pan Americana and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have a really good relationship, and you guys will pick up on that on the show when it does air, that podcast airs, because you know, they have a really, really good father-son relationship, and you know, it's a pretty solid shop they have there as far as everything that they do, and they're very good at what they do, and we're very honored to have had them on our show. And thank you, John and Ian, for taking the time to spend with Aaron and I out on this, and catch up with you on the next one. All right, good morning, day 2 of the vlog. It is Wednesday, so what do we have today? We have Ryan from iBox Springs. We're going to head over there, do a podcast with him, and then after that we have a private singer tour, which is going to be awesome. How did that happen, right? Vinny Russo, thank you so much for setting that up. That was really clutch of you, and we really appreciate it. So there's going to be like 5 of us, I think, on the tour. Drew from 911 Cool is going to be there. Vinny's actually going to be joining us. So it's going to be pretty sick. There's going to be a lot of footage that comes from that. I keep looking at the red dot instead of like the camera, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's a day. We'll have some video here and there throughout the day. Of course, we'll splice in the actual singer portion, and you know, as we pull up to iBox Springs, we'll have some stuff there. That'll be pretty cool. So you know, it's going to be a good day. Weather's actually pretty awesome compared to what it is in Tampa. I mean, it's cloudy right now, but I mean, it's not going to get any hotter than like 65, which is pretty cool. We ended up getting a little bit of rest last night, even though there was some like 3 a.m. rager at some house right behind us. It was like Euro, like
Euro, Bob Marley. I don't know what was going on.
Insane,
it was so
like
insane loud.
block party. It showed up at 3 a.m. while we were passed out asleep.
Mind you, like, we have a gate that you have to hit a pin code in, and it just kept going, dish, 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 and then and the party got louder, and people, and it was not
California,
the way I went to sleep.
I guess.
Tuesday
I don't know.
night, not weekend, Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night rager. Well, I guess it'd have been Wednesday morning, but still, either way, that was freaking insane. Like, that was, like, we partied, trust me, don't get me wrong, but that was loud as all get out. So I don't know if the walls are just paper thin, but like, they were going. So we kind of just stayed in a lane. Somebody, I think, ended up going out there at one of these houses, you know. I mean, we're in a pretty affluent area, and went out there and shut them down, I guess, after a little while. I don't know, probably lasted, what, maybe an hour?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was in and out of sleep, but either way. Yeah, so more to follow. You know, we'll catch up. We're about to hit the road right now. Bam. going on YouTube. Back on. We just finished up with Ryan at iBox Springs.
Noted by my tag.
Yeah, it was a awesome talk. Got to hang out, go through he took us through the whole tour. We really appreciate that, Ryan, and showed us their manufacturing and all the stuff they do. I had no idea half the stuff they do, to be honest with you. So, definitely go check them out, because they're definitely motorsport. They're a lot more motorsport than I gave them credit for, and I'm glad I got educated on that today.
Yeah.
But it was a great talk. We talked a lot of Porsche. We talked a lot about IBOC and what they do for the community and how involved they are with everything. And Ryan's just an awesome dude, man. He's a purist all the way through. Like, he's, I think a lot of us get along on the same wise. Like, a lot of us started in the Honda roots and the JDM roots and the Volkswagen roots and worked our way to Porsche. And he's the same way. Like, had a Type R, and he's always had a JDM car, and it's kind of worked his way through. He's on his fourth Porsche now. He's got a GT3. He's got this build that he just finished, the olive green car. It's an amazing car. It's going to be at Luft. We're going to have a lot of pictures, and also for Aaron will work that in to the vlog where you guys can see some pictures and see what we're talking about and the detail of that car. It's just absolutely 100% like. And I'm not saying that because he was on the show, but I'm going to say it's the best build I've ever seen in person. And I've seen Singers. Now with that being said, I haven't got to play with the Singers. I got to get in this car and look at everything, and for what this car was built for and what it was done, not at a manufacturing place, grassroots style building on this car. I would say it's better, because Singer is a full-on production where they have a full-on team and they're doing all that stuff. This car is not that. This was some guys working on it, some buddies working on it and knocking it out, and they absolutely crushed it with the attention to detail. But right now, speaking of Singer, we're on our way over to Sun Valley to go on our Singer private tour. So we'll join you a little bit later with some more video. I'm sure Aaron will work in some Singer stuff that we're going to see there. But we'll see you guys soon.
Yep. See you.
What's up, YouTube? Here we are again. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get you any Singer stuff, so I promise you we did go. For proprietary reasons, we were not allowed to film or take pictures at all. If you don't believe us, you can DM Drew at 911 Cooled. He was on the tour with us as well. So, but it was pretty intimate. It was just us, so we got to spend a lot of time with them. They walked us through the entire build process, all the stuff that's basically they do to the cars and prep them and how they get them ready. And we talked a little bit about the DLS build that they got coming, some of the ones that are spoken for, and it's unbelievable. I know it sounds cliche, but if you have the means, you should definitely try to buy one of those cars, because everybody says, oh, that's too much money, that's ridiculous, why would anybody pay for something like that? It's really bespoke, top level. And if you have the money, it's not about the value, it's almost being part of the club. Not to take away any of their thunder or anything, taking away how special Singer is, but the only comparable car I can think that could be is maybe an RWB. And I don't mean it from build quality, I just mean it from a community quality, meaning once you're part of it, it's like you're part of a frat, you're part of a club. And all the guys that own Singers, they're part of that Singer club. All the guys are part of that RWB, they're part of that RWB club. So it's kind of like that. And I could see the appeal, being there and seeing the facility and all the people that are working there and all the cars and all the different phases that they were in. Some of them kind of finished, and some of them on their way to being finished, some of them just getting torn into. And I really started to I don't want to say I have to be convinced to buy in, but I really kind of get what they're doing there, as far as the feel and the next level type of stuff they're doing there. There's not anything on that car that doesn't go unturned. And it's pretty amazing. How'd you feel about that?
I thought it was really cool. The coolest part for me was them showing that they still service the cars. That's what I thought was cool.
Yeah, that's another thing that what Aaron's talking about. He was saying that basically the car, if you own a car and you want to get something done to it, you can get it done there. If it's a Singer, if you want to get stuff, you want to get modified. Say you bought a Singer second hand from somebody and traded hands between friends, and you didn't like the interior that they picked, you can bring it there and they'll do it. Obviously, anything can be done at a price, but the cool thing is that you can get that done there. You won't have to go to some random place. It can all be under the Singer name still. So I thought that was pretty awesome, and it was a really, really great treat. Vinny Russo set us up with that, and we are eternally thankful. Chris, for giving us our tour. Chris Mora, you're the man. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule for walking us around and showing us all the badass stuff you guys are doing there and all the kick-ass stuff you're doing. Thanks again. Thanks, guys.
What's up, everybody? It's day 3. So what we are going to do now is breakfast first, because it's time. And we're going to do, hopefully we're going to do 1552 and record with Matt Cookie. That's the goal of today. And then follow that up with some pre-Luft party type stuff.
We're gonna head over to Kevin Lynch's tonight, and we're thankful that we got invited to that, because that's kind of a very exclusive, like a who's who is gonna be there. I will name drop some people. I think Farah's gonna be there tonight, so we're gonna get some time to hang out with him, which should be good. And a couple other friends, Drew from 911 Cooled, Darren Pfister, both of them are going to be on the podcast, so we're going to podcast while we're there for everybody. So it should be a really good event. It's probably going to spend most of the evening there, I anticipate, because I thought we were going to actually go back over to Matt's house and hang out with him, Matt Farah.
Yeah.
But since he's going to be at Kevin's, we'll probably just hang out there instead of coming back over this way. But it should be a good, really good evening.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it, especially with doing the podcast there. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, so, everybody's kind of running around, doing their last minute Luft prep. Matt Crookie's kind of doing that too, to get their car in. And it's like anything in the world, it doesn't matter how much time you have prior to the event.
Never enough.
It's never enough time. Everybody's still burning the midnight oil. Even Rod Emery, as seasoned a builder as he is, everybody's doing their last minute preps for the show, and to especially all the cars that are going to be in the show. So Matt Crookie's kind of pressed for time, and he's going to try to make some time for us today. So hopefully that does work out.
Even Ryan's car from yesterday was being detailed as we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So again, like, everybody's burning the midnight oil, and everybody's trying to get it. So we're going to try to get a show in with Matt today. We're trying to be flexible, because pretty much don't have anything until midday, when we head over to Kevin. So we're going to try to remain as flexible as possible with Matt, because we're trying to respect his schedule, because obviously he's running a business, and he's trying to get his car ready. So that'll be the interesting part. But we're about to head out of Venice. I think this was our last night staying in Venice. We're going to be staying over in Manhattan Beach the next 3 nights, right? 3 nights?
The 3 nights.
And again, we're going to be bringing you guys stuff every day, every day that we can, and should be pretty good. So we'll see you guys in a bit, and hopefully we'll be videotaping when we walk around 1552 next.
Yep, that's the plan. See you guys later. Alright guys, we're out here at PCLA.
Boom.
Yeah, we just got finished doing a long tour, like the full tour.
Yeah, private tour. Thank you so much, Chris Lester, Porsche Motorsport, Historic. Is that the division he's in? Historic division?
It's Motorsport.
Motorsport division.
Yeah.
But man, huge thank you to him. They don't normally do stuff like that. That was set up for us by Matt Crookie. He kind of said give a shout out to him. And he took an hour out of his schedule just to walk us around unplanned. Yeah. Like, we just kind of popped in on him, did the pop in, and we got to see some good stuff, some GT1s, a wrecked GT3 MR, and some stuff they're working on. We saw their engine dyno room. He walked us around and through everything that they were doing, very detailed, and all the stuff, cool stuff they're doing, like in their warehouse. And it's just all the Manti Racing parts and stuff that they have there is pretty badass. And it was just a really, really good thing and really awesome thing. So we just kind of want to walk around the parking lot right now and show you guys what's here at PCLA.
You know, there's a bunch of motorsport cars out here, so I just kind of want to spoil you guys with that. So let's take a look.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's day 4. So yeah, we're headed up to Newcomb's Ranch. It's early out here. It's 7 a.m. We're leaving Manhattan Beach right now. About to jump in wonderful Friday morning LA traffic. So that'll be fun. It's almost 2 hours there for us from where we're staying at. I mean, it's kind of on us, you know, where we're deciding to stay because we're staying by the beach. But
we picked it.
We could have stayed in the city, but we opted to stay out here, you know, because at night, you know, when we come back to relax and decompress, you know, we're on the beach and stuff like that. So that's why we're out here. But yeah, there should be a lot of people there today. We're gonna have some good footage, I'm assuming, because I think a lot of people are in town and a lot of people are gonna be up there. So fingers crossed, maybe we'll get some Magnus Walker action, and you know, we'll get, you know, who's ever up there, and we'll get some vlog stuff for you while we're up there as well. But yeah, it's been a good day. Yesterday was busy as hell.
So busy. It was insane.
Yeah.
We did so much. Kevin's party was awesome.
Yeah, we want to give a couple shout outs to Chris. What's Chris's last name at Porsche Motorsport?
Lester.
Chris Lester for giving us a private tour at Porsche Motorsport at PC LA. That doesn't happen. We just got really fortunate, not because who we are, it's because basically somebody, you know, said, hey, reach out to this guy, and, you know, as a favor to me, he'll hook you guys up. And we literally, like, did the private tour where we get to hang out and open up the GT1, look at all the instrument panels, like, play with some, like, GT3 MRs and
GT4 Club Sport, the new one. We got some insight on that car, but it's not carbon anymore.
Made with plants.
Yeah, it's made with hemp. Who knew that?
Which is insane. That's right, we said that right. It's made with plants, so it's pretty interesting. I'm sure we'll talk about that on the podcast at some point. But yeah, that was a great day. And then we went over to Kevin Lynch's house, Wolfpack 901. That's going to be a great podcast. We were Drew and Darren, but we will have Kevin on the show at some point to talk about his foundation. If you guys haven't checked it out, please check it out. It is such a great thing that he's doing for young people. You know, he's basically trying to place them in apprenticeships across, you know, the California area, you know, in air-cooled cars. It's a dying art. It really is. And he's taken it upon himself to try to place young people with potential in apprenticeships at known shops that do air-cooled stuff. So, like, kudos to Kevin and his foundation with that. We're going to continue to plug them as much as we can and get the word out so they can get more young people to place, because actually right now, since they're having a hard time placing people, they have tons of funding, but, you know, young people don't want to go do that kind of stuff. So we'll see, you know. So off to Newcombs, more to follow when we get there, and we'll get you some more video of the day 4 vlog.
Yep. See you guys.
Now we know.
On. Get the Newcombs a little bit
yeah,
more.
there
There
we
you
go.
go. There's Newcombs. Yeah. So
we can walk back on.
so we were here, met with Jay Ryan. Thanks for hanging out today, Jay. Good event you guys put on at Newcombs. Like all the people that hung out today. You know, all the guys from Vegas that we got to meet. Weekender, you know, hanging out with you. All you guys that listen to us that are fans, we really appreciate it. Newcombs, thank you guys so much for hosting. Always have great food. We love it.
Yeah, that burrito
it was our first time here, and definitely not going to be our last time. So it was pretty awesome. So we're gonna head down the mountain now. It was pretty chilly up here today,
Yeah, it was
and kind of rainy. So
not shorts weather.
kind of missed out on, you know, some driving, some Durfazza Nation. I heard you guys punked
Yeah, I
out.
was stuck.
But we still made it. P-Car Talk made it. But at the end of the day, you know, it was a good one, and we're gonna head back down. Maybe head down to Malibu now and hang out for a little bit and have a good time there. So we'll catch up with you guys a little bit. We'll do some more vlogging when we get to the Peterson.
Yep.
All right. See ya. Boom! Going on Mikey's ride.
I got water. You guys want water? You got water? If you guys need a water. I think I might even have a couple red vines. Just hand it, maybe a pretzel stick.
So what's up, guys? Last day we're in the house. It's just Aaron and I. Most of the guys left this morning. It's Sunday. So what we did today is we had an interview podcast with Nicholas Hunsinger of Hunsinger Design. Pretty awesome guy. Not pretty awesome, just awesome.
Yeah,
Let's
awesome.
just put it that
Very
way.
awesome.
Outstanding, artist. Excuse me, I'm tired. Sorry. He's an amazing artist, and he had took some time with us, and we had a great podcast with him. Went over his like racing credentials, and he's a big racing enthusiast. But you know, by trade, he's an artist and painter, and he also, you know, some of his art transfers over to his clothing line. And he has everything you could think of, so you should definitely check him out on hunsingerdesign.com. Great stuff on there. But we spent a couple hours with him today. I would say probably a better part of 2 or 3 hours. So it was a great day all in all, and great relationship building and things like that. And we want to thank everyone in LA that's been good to us, and you know, everybody, and everywhere we went, everybody opened their arms up to us and took care of us. You know, Drew, you always take care of us, and we really appreciate that, man. We love you. You know, and his whole crew, and Kevin, you know, for taking care of us, Kevin Lynch, and everybody. You know, I thank them in the podcast, you know, on that's going to air on, I guess this will air on a following Wednesday, so you should have heard it already. But I just want to thank everybody again for taking care of us. We love it every time we come to LA, and you know, we were out here for 6 days and it flew by.
I can't believe it's already over.
Yeah, probably maybe someday we'll, if things go right, maybe we'll get a second home base out here, and we can spend some more time out here, because we love it out here. It's fun. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of good food. It's just barbecue. Yeah, we went to Korean barbecue. Aaron really likes Korean barbecue, but it was a great trip, and we're very grateful and thankful for everyone who hosted and brought us in, and you know, kind of walked us around and introduced us to people too as well. And we're just thankful. You know, that's what it's about. You know, we always keep preaching that it's a big Porsche family out there, and we're thankful to be a part of it. We're just a small part of it. There's a lot of bigger influencers than us out there, that we're just fortunate to participate in it and try to bring you guys some stuff and bring you some insight, and hopefully make the family tighter, and you know, make us tighter globally. That's you know, what we're kind of taking on as a task. And then sidebarring to that, you know, data cataloging everybody's story, you know, within the Porsche community, that you know, everybody has a good story. So we're kind of trying to bring that to you, and like digitally, and you know, cataloging that almost kind of a, you know, people used to do it in script. We're just kind of doing it more modern way now. So you know, none of these guys and gals are forgotten, you know, basically, because everybody's important, you know, in this community, and everybody brings something to the table. So, you know, once again, thanks again, LA. We're gonna be flying out early in the morning, but you know, this is a great vlog and a great trip, and we'll definitely be out next year, and looking forward to seeing you guys at any future events that we'll be at. I think the next major one Aaron and I may be at is probably in Chicago. It's going to be Checked It Out, so you guys should definitely go that. It's a big show. It's happening in the heart of Chicago in September. So, you know, Drew will be there, I will be there. So we're going to kind of do like a collabo thing. So it's going to be kind of a great thing. I say Aaron and I will be there. I apologize, I'm sorry.
As I as we.
It's like, what is that, like a Top Gun? He looks over, he goes, sorry, we started up on a 6. But in all seriousness, we're so thankful for you guys out there, and everybody that we run into is always so nice, and we love everybody out there, and just want to bring everybody closer together. Thanks again, LA, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you.